What's happening, people? Frankly Uber here. And yes, it has been a while since you've last seen or heard from me. To be quite honest with you, I've been busy. Obviously, for those who have subscribed to my channel and have seen a few of my videos, I do work full time on a Monday to Friday, 9 till 6. And at the time when I last spoke, I was working for pizza delivery, part-time on the weekends, and also working for Hermes Delivery. Now, times have changed, and as you can see, I am now working for Amazon Flex, and I do this during the weekends on a Saturday and Sunday if I get blocks available, and I will talk about that in a little while regarding Amazon Flex. Going back to Uber, my application is still pending. It's going to take some time, I guess. It's been 4 months since I've applied for my PCO license with TfL, and yeah, I still haven't heard anything back from them. So obviously on my last videos, I spoke about the fact that they were questioning my medical history, so I had to go to the GP, get that verified. That then got passed to occupational health. A few weeks after that, obviously I emailed them to ask for progress, and they said that my medical requirements have passed and my application is back in the process. So that was about last month, but I do have to keep emailing them every other week. I don't email them every week, I email them every other week. So yeah, so I'm doing Amazon Flex, and basically Amazon Flex is like an on-demand courier service solely for Amazon customers. Basically, you sign up via an app, and you get jobs. It's like Uber, basically, but you're just delivering as opposed to driving passengers around. So basically, just to obviously, if you're a newbie to this, I'll give you a quick rundown on what you need to do. You sign up on the app. I'll put the link on the description below. You'll be assigned to a depot close to you wherever you live. So in which case I live in Reading, so my depot is Berkshire. So once you've signed up, you have to complete obviously a security and background check, and that takes roughly about 10 working days. After which you can basically start going out and taking deliveries. Now, I applied back in February. At the same time, I applied for my PCO license with TfL, and I didn't hear back from Amazon since I passed the background check 10 days after I applied back in February, and so I gave up on the whole idea. And then, lo and behold, I was sitting in the barber shop, and I looked at the app. I was trying to clean out my phone, remove some apps that I don't use, and lo and behold, I opened that app, and there were jobs available, and I was shocked. And I was like, oh God, I've been missing out here. So I looked through my emails, and I found an email from Amazon stating to me that my depot in Reading recently opened on the 18th of May, and yeah, so that's the reason why suddenly there's jobs propping up now. So I jumped on it. My first Sunday was around about the 18th and 19th, something like that. Anyway, but I don't even know if it was. I can't remember the date, to be quite honest with you. But it's a daunting experience when you first start. But as long as you watch the videos, I've been on the Amazon Flex, forums on Facebook, and that always proves to be helpful. You get a lot of mixed feedback regarding the job, lots of tips and tricks as well. So I would recommend, and again, I'll put the Facebook link below. So today I'm about to go out on my well, it's a Sunday today, and I'm about to go out on my my block. It's an 11:30 till 3:30 block. So basically, you get allocated 4 hour blocks, and you get paid roughly £52. Well, depending again on your area, and those can vary in terms of how many parcels you'll receive. Yesterday, I received 51 for a 4 hour block, 11 till 3. And yeah, I was quite lucky with my block so far. Every time I needed a block, I always got a block. So sorry, and a block, by the way, means job. You get your 4 hour shift or your 4 hour job. So I'm going to go out today. I'm going to obviously film different aspects of the delivery service. I'm not going to obviously show you where or to whom I'm delivering to, just because of this data protection nonsense and stuff like that. But so yeah, I'm doing this part time, Amazon Flex. Doing this on Saturday and Sunday. So far, I've been successful in getting blocks. And on the evenings, Friday and Saturday, I work at a Chinese restaurant delivering takeaway. Yeah, I left the pizza place because they just weren't paying me and it just wasn't busy. But the Chinese restaurant I'm working for in Reading is it's great. It's brilliant. And the guy, I mean, it's not as busy as I'd like it to be, but at the same time, it pays a lot better hourly and also per trip that I make to make the deliveries. The mileage is a lot more as well. So you know it's good, and you get a free meal at the end of it. That's the bonus. Anyway, so yeah, going back to Amazon Flex. So I'm about to go out at I start at 11:30. I should hopefully finish by 3:30. Now, there are times like that you'll finish half an hour early. There are times when you'll finish an hour early. But there are also times where you'll finish half an hour later or an hour later. Now, so far I've been lucky again, and I've only in my 4-hour block, I've only been over half an hour. But the app does tell you that you've got till 9 o'clock to deliver. So although you're getting paid for those 4 hours between 11:30 and 3:30, you've actually got until 9 o'clock to deliver those parcels. Now, I don't know anyone or heard of anyone who would have exceeded up to 9 o'clock or even gone over by a few hours. But sorry, I'll take that back. I've seen it on the forum that some people have been going over a few hours. But again, it's area dependent. Now, I've been delivering to Newbury and Thatcham, which are mainly country houses and farmhouses and houses all detached and spread apart with long winding roads up to the gate, and then you've got to drive from the gate to the house where you will encounter dogs who want to attack you and stuff. And again, on the forum, I've seen many comments from Amazon Flex drivers who have been bitten by dogs. So those owners out there who are dog owners, please put your dogs away if you're expecting a delivery. There was one I was reading the other night which really got me furious. It was the fact that an Amazon Flex driver got bitten by a dog, and then the owner blamed the courier, the driver, for entering her property. So he got bitten, and she didn't really care too much about him bleeding on the floor. She was more concerned about the fact that he was entering the property. And although the dog's got a job to do, so have we've got a job to do, and that's deliver your parcels. You shouldn't be even accepting a parcel if you're letting your dog run loose in your property. The irony is obviously that they know, obviously they've ordered from Amazon Prime, they know they're expecting a delivery, and they're leaving their dog out. And the best part is that the owner of the dog had a warning sign apparently, which was literally a picture of a dog. A picture of a dog. It went nothing like saying beware of dog or warning dog or whatever like that. It was a picture of a dog, and it was a cute dog in fact. To me, it just looked like a picture of a dog. It was like a painting or something like that. It wasn't actually of her dog, but it was a picture or painting of a dog on the gate, which was covered by her vehicle, by her car. The irony. I hope that person, whoever treated the driver in that way, I hope she gets what's coming to her, because people like that should not really get away with these sort of things. I feel sorry for the dog. Unfortunately, the dog might have something coming to it as well, but I mean, it's down to the owners. It's not to do with the dogs. If we, as human beings, can't even control our own kind, what more can you control an animal? Where's the logic? But anyway, I'm digressing. I'm going to get to the point now here. I'm going to start my shift at 11:30. I will try and keep you posted as much as possible with regards to my day, and then at the end of the video, I'll talk about I'll give you guys some tips and tricks on how to be successful in this job, or not so much successful, but to make life easier. Okay, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, so just to give you a quick update on, so I've gone out on my first delivery. So I arrived at the station at the depot at 11:30. I spent 10 minutes scanning and loading my car. Made my way towards my first delivery, which was pointing to for 8 minutes. Got on the M4, and it turned out that the GPS is asking me to stop on the motorway and deliver somewhere on the left. So I was like, hold on a minute, there's nothing on the left. So yeah, a bit of a disaster first delivery. So so I obviously pulled to the side on the hard shoulder, put my hazard lights on, and typed in the postcode manually on Waze. So I used another satellite navigation. Same thing again. Waze is asking me to pull over on the motorway and deliver, where there's nowhere to pull off to. It's literally just straight and moving on to the next junction. So I came off the next junction, which was 20 minutes away. It's now, pulled off the next junction and stopped off at the service station, called support, who are quite unhelpful, because the app, I would try to, on the top left right hand side of the app, there's a help button, and it allows you to obviously press unable to deliver, can't find location. But when I pressed that, it's asking me to go to the location first. So I couldn't do that. So I called support, explained to them the situation. Again, support was saying to me, why can't I go to the location? Because I'm quite far from it. I said, well, the reason why I'm quite far from the location is because the location is actually on the motorway, and this is the next stop that I could have, that I can stop at. So anyway, after 10 minutes deliberating, the lady on the other line of support cleared the delivery for me as undeliverable, as can't find location. So I'm here now on my second drop off. Oh sorry, I did my second drop off just a moment ago, so this is the only chance I had to stop over. It's now 12 minutes or 30 minutes past 12, so I've already wasted 40 minutes of my time really. Again, I'll give you the progress as I keep going, and any problems I stumble across, I shall document it. But for now, what I'll do is, as you can see at the back of me right now, my boot is quite packed. I've got 46 parcels today. Yesterday I had 51, today's 46. But I'll give you, I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay guys, so this is what it looks like. Okay, so that's from the side. And as I go over to the boot, so not many big ones today. Yesterday I had quite a few big ones, and 51 in total. So these are all small packages, 46 in total. And I've literally got 3.5 hours now to complete this. There you are, 51 parcels, and it's practically almost jam-packed my car. Got a few big ones as well. So yeah, we shall see how it goes really. So I'm gonna get started now on my deliveries, and I shall check back with you later on. Okay, so it's 2:05, so I'm almost there actually, so got a few parcels here, about 10. So just to give you an idea on where I end up, and I better hurry before any, like, some kind of panther or something like that jumps on me, but this is where I am right now. Welcome to the jungle. Yep, I've got a long winding road up there ahead. If you take a look here, it's all forestry. All forestry. Okay, so we're done. Time is now 15:34 or 3:34, and actually I finished my rounds at 3:10, but I had to go back to the depot to return some parcels
that I couldn't deliver. So just to recap on today, I started at 11:30. It took me 10 minutes to scan the parcels and load them in as soon as I got to the depot. It's about 15 minutes away from home. The depot is from my home anyway. And on my first delivery, it hogged up about 20 minutes of my time because I had to drive 20 minutes to the location, and then I ended up in the motorway, asking for me to stop off at the motorway and deliver there, in the middle of nowhere, basically. So yeah, so ahead of schedule, not bad. I didn't go over, which is great. So I finished on time. Obviously, you have to take it because your time is taking into consideration that you have to drive back to the depot if you need to return anything. So yeah, so I'm heading home now. Now, I did promise you earlier I'll give you some tips and tricks. The first thing I can think about is make sure that when you go out on your delivery, you have a full 100% battery on your mobile phone, because the app in itself takes up a lot of battery because it's always on. Obviously you're using the navigation and you're scanning and you're constantly, I mean, even having a phone charger in your car, you know, really doesn't help, because you're constantly taking it off the charge, put it on. It sucks up more energy than battery, sorry, than it does actually take any charge in. I always carry backup battery, so I've got external batteries here, so power banks we call them. I got a power bank as well to help me out in case of anything. I carry a second mobile phone because 2 weekends ago when I started, I had no signal, and especially in the places where I've been delivering to recently. Well, most of the time I've been delivering to has been Newbury and Thatcham. So in those areas, 3 doesn't seem to have any signal. But yeah, so carry a phone with you so you can tether your internet against the other phone if it's got a decent amount of data. Always you know, when you're using the navigation, as soon as you hear the words "you have arrived," although you haven't really arrived to your location, hit your hazard lights, because obviously you're going to start slowing down and looking for the properties. Hit the hazard lights, because obviously they'll give anyone behind you, or you know, anyone who comes up understands that you're slowing down for a reason. Now obviously you're going to get a lot of road ragers, a lot of impatient people, so if, as much as you can, just pull over, let them pass if it's just 1 or 2 vehicles, and then yeah, and then carry on your way to the location. Now although the GPS and the satellite navigation on the Amazon app isn't great, one thing I do give it sometimes is that it does give you, as opposed to using Waze or Google Maps, it does pinpoint the exact location of where you're looking to deliver to. So that's a good thing. So even if you were to stop and you can't find it, or you end up sometimes going back on yourself because the navigation is slow to pick up. But at least it does give you, so say for example in my case where I'm delivering to a country house or a farm where you have to go off an unnamed road, as they call it, and you know, you drive up this road in the middle of nowhere where it's just trees and forestry, and then but the pinpoint tells you it's on the right, so at least you know that you're looking to go right, or looking for an opening within the right to deliver the parcel. Also, sorry, I had to come out of camera there, one of these. Yep, stick that on your window. That's to tell, so if you are ever to leave the car, stick that on your window. At least, you know, well, it's more applicable to those if you're delivering in a town or city, because obviously traffic wardens, or if you're blocking someone's drive or on a double yellow line, although not ideal, you know, it's best to have that sign with you at all times. Obviously take into consideration bathroom stops, again, because you know, it's difficult, you know, you neglect that part of the job where you actually need to go to the bathroom to have a wee. So you know, for me, I had a bathroom break in the middle of the woods, because that's where I was delivering to. But sometimes it's not ideal because it's a built-up residential area, so you know, carry a an empty bottle with you. Sorry, I'm being graphic here, but keeping it real. Also, don't forget your "sorry we've missed you" cards. If you don't have them already, ask for them at the depot, and they'll be able to provide you for that. What else can I say? Yep, be careful with the dogs when you're going into gated properties. Or even, I had a typical example. Dogs was indoors. As soon as the owner opens the door, he knows I'm from Amazon, he knows I'm delivering a parcel for him, but no, he just lets two of his dogs go up and jump on top of me, and I don't appreciate that. I don't like that. So I literally just told the customer, please keep your dog indoors, and he was like, no, they're fine. So it's the usual scenario, of a dog owner. Their dog is always fine, they won't bite, they won't hurt you, but like I said in the beginning of the video, we can't even control human beings, what more an animal, So, yep. What else? Yes. Main thing is that when you go to your depot, put the back seats down. Make sure you clear your boot, because it helps you along the way, because your car does get filled up to the brim. So the more space you have, the better. Unfortunately, there are people who are using smaller cars, therefore they get smaller deliveries, like a Vauxhall Corsa or a smart car. I've encountered these already, and it's just not fair, really, to be honest with you. We all get paid the same way, the same amount of time it takes to deliver. So why did the smaller cars get smaller deliveries? They shouldn't even be allowed on the platform, as far as I'm concerned. And here's a typical case now. We've got a Nissan Micra looking for the depot going in. So I'm just literally outside the Amazon depot. I'm not going to film it because I don't want to lose my job over it. So, but I'm here in the Reading, Berkshire depot. There's loads of things that always go through my mind when I'm driving and saying that, I should mention this, and I always end up forgetting because I get a mental block when I'm doing videos. Always carry around a bottle of water, some food, maybe some fruit, because you are going to get hungry. Obviously it's past lunchtime and you can't really stop over to take lunch, so while you're driving you can munch your way in between stops. What else? I'm trying to think here now because I really can't even think of it. Mental block. Yep, I was about to say sanitary towels. Sanitizer for your phone. You've got people touching your phone. Obviously it's unhygienic. You're putting this phone to your ear, you're using the phone, you need to wipe your phone down as soon as the customers use their fingers across to do their signature and so forth. What else can I tell you? Petrol, always fill up your tank, because you don't know where you'll end up. Don't cut it fine and have that quarter of a tank left. No, you're constantly going to be, your engine's constantly going to be on, stop start, that's hogging up petrol. So always do your block with a full tank. I've literally run out of things to say. I can't remember, to be honest with you. Maybe when I get home I'll remember it and I'll put it on the video for you. But I hope you enjoyed or found it useful with regards to what the tips and tricks and so forth and my day. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe. But for now, it's Frankly Uber signing out. Peace.